had to stop a few minutes because it was just piddling down with rain, and well, I don't want to spoil the GoPro with the rain, since having the microphone plugged in means that it's all exposed to the elements. Man, I love these roads. It's just beautiful. So much nature, trees, bends. For this trip I decided I was going to avoid completely the motorways, and well, up until now, apart from this town here or this town there, and obviously the coastal road, it's been beautiful. Don't get me wrong, the road beside the coast is nice. Let's say it that way. What takes away its beauty is all the traffic of people going to the beach or here or there, you know. Come off it, open road, no cars, being able to go at your own speed. Like I said before, when there was a couple of cars in front of me, I don't mind if there's a couple of cars, but having no one in front and being able to pull the throttle as much as I really wish and drive at my own pace, it's where the fun really starts. What I will eventually do to this bike, I don't know when. Obviously, it all comes in its due time. I want to put some grips onto it. Most likely, they're just a bit more expensive. I'll just put heated grips, since I can ride in winter. I do have nice warm winter gloves, and I have used heated gloves back in the day. If you have heated grips, there will never be the day you'll miss having them. If you really need them, you turn them on, and that's it. And obviously different foot pegs, though I'm not too sure if I want to put some floorboards or some mini floorboards. There's a set from Harley which I really love. Apart from that, if I eventually find a way to bring the handlebar further closer to me, then obviously that, and if that allows me to put a seat that I really like much more than this one, well, all the better. I've got this saddle now, which is more function than comfort. It's hard. My left leg sometimes falls asleep, although on this ride it isn't. Truth be told, the more I use it, the comfier it gets, but it's not perfect, and I don't know if a Saddleman would be perfect for my comfort, but I just love them. I love especially the step up. I love the way that, in a sense, it does the same thing as this one, which allows you to be locked into the saddle. Since my arms are short, maybe I wouldn't be as comfortable as I am with this one. So maybe eventually what I'll do instead of a Saddleman will be, as I said before, put some gel to it. It is kind of trial and error, if you know what I mean. I like the 4-inch risers, but I did add 1 inch with some bushings, or a metal piece that gives them an extra inch. So maybe that and a 6-inch riser would allow me to put a pullback plate and have the handlebar further back into the position I want to ride, and allow me to use any other saddle. Who knows? For now, the bike stays like it is, because I can go riding, I can go camping. I don't know in a very long distance trip, but that will probably have to wait until next year. So that might come in a video later down the line, who knows. Right now we're riding through a volcanic area. This, obviously, millions and millions of years ago, was full of volcanoes. I think there's like 8 volcanoes in the area, and it's a natural reserve park. There are a couple which you can go down to the crater and stuff like that. There is one which, for investigative purposes, they split it open. You can see all the layers that form part of a volcano. I don't know if I'll really have all the time in the world to go, because you're not allowed to ride through the area, and walking there is more or less an hour or two. And as much as I like nature, well, I did have an accident in 2012 which screwed up my leg, and I'm not that keen on mountain walking and stuff like that, so probably not going to do it. And I honestly can't remember if you can see them from the road. I don't know, they're not very high. And where I'm going, the forest, the beech tree forest, is completely on volcanic earth, which is what makes the forest quite special. It's pretty much stayed virgin all these years and allows the trees to grow in their own way, and not much brushwood at the bottom. And that for me is like kind of mystical, if you know what I mean. So many bikes today. I'm astounded. We're nearly there. All this area now, yeah, for sure, is volcanic rock. Even though it's still September, some of the leaves seem to start already to change color. Not too much. I can't really appreciate it too much, but a couple of the trees that do lose leaves are starting to go a different tone, and eventually they'll start to fall off, which will also make it amazing. And I've arrived. So nice. I'm going back home after a very good night. Good night in the sense of I love the experience on the middle of the beech tree forest. The place where I camped, there were no lights, only trees, completely virgin. That was amazing. It started raining as soon as I was propping up the tent, so it did have its magical part, I'll tell you that. And eventually it stopped raining. I was able to go and have a stroll, and it was really breathtaking. Untouched, virgin, growing at its own will with no human intervention. Man, it's difficult to find stuff like that nowadays, and it was really good. By the time that I got back to the tent pole decided to snap halfway having a relaxing beer on the chair. Oh man, I had to find a twig and some zip ties and some tape and everything. I took it to Scotland. It was with me it was my house for 15 days on my ride to Scotland. I haven't been able to use it much more because there's been this COVID thing. It really disappoints me that the tent has snapped by the pole. Yeah, okay, I can probably search for a tent pole for that tent, and see if they make them in aluminium or something, because I really like the tent and how it fits and everything, so it would be a shame to get rid of it. And anyway, if I didn't find a pole, there was this other tent from Coleman that I was looking at, which comes with aluminium poles, etc., and is a bit bigger in the inside. On the one hand, You're at the campsite celebrating the first birthday of your new bike, and suddenly you hear a snap, and there goes the tent pole. It was really a sour sensation, I'll say that. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me and celebrate my motorcycle's first birthday. I hope you liked it, and I'll sure to leave some of the pictures that I took through the forest and everything, which will probably be uploaded now. And really, thank you if you lasted until the end watching this video. If you've lasted until the end watching this video, it really means a lot to me. And if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and give your thumbs up. Thanks, and see you next time.